Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! Seconds from game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead. Behind the screen, Harper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship. Tying run at second, 2 out, Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it, and to the middle of the 15, to the 20, breaks free of the 25, to the 30, to the outside, 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the post, 20, 15, Hester 5.
For the 3rd time in 6 seasons, it's one goal achieved. The Chicago Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup. A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it through to Rizzo. It's in time, and the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Come on, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Go to YouTube. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, guys, go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell next to it, and that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, you can also tweet the show. Tweet us at Sports Zone Shy, that's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me, personally online, you want to know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. Man, I got a great show, but I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook or our YouTube channel, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here in the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around, and that is you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. Man, let's check the chat, because the chat kick is jumping this morning. Black Diamond's in the house. Top of the morning, gang. I have concerns about Caleb's deep ball issues. He's still overthrowing guys by plenty. And, yeah, there's something going on between him and DJ that hospital ball looked intentional. I'm telling you, you heard it here first. Didn't you not? Did I not say it? He's got an issue with DJ Moore. He's got an issue with DJ Moore. Him and Cole Kmet. Because those are the guys who came out. Those are Justin's guys. They came out and vouched for Justin. And I feel that Caleb is still being petty about it. Yeah, that hospital ball was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. Black Diamond, man, you're fired up this morning. Top of the morning. I'm pissed about Monday, but I've cooled off. This kid's still overthrowing wide open receivers. That hospital ball could have got DJ to take it out for the season. He could have. He's like, I'm still concerned this kid is overthrowing wide open receivers. 10 misses. Man, there's the cover 2 hole shot where he had DJ, but he overthrew DJ in the end zone. That's got to be a rifle. As soon as because DJ Moore's in the slot, he goes up the sideline. He does a fade up the sideline. As soon as you see him get back, because I think there was, I'm not sure what was, I don't remember what was in the flat, but I kept that corner up and that safety hadn't gotten over. You got to put that on a frozen rope. You got to put that on a frozen rope to your receiver to DJ Moore, he struts into he get a Ric Flair strut into the end zone. He's over receivers a lot. He's missing receivers. He's missing them when they're open, not throwing the ball, or he's overthrowing them. Yeah, Black Diamond. Inaccuracy downfield, he kind of damn near 10 double-digit misses. That's crazy. Marshawn Walls in the Mickey Picky house. Hey, Marshawn, screw you, dude. 75 burpees this morning. 75 burpees. The workout was the two things that I hate most in CrossFit, running and burpees. I was cussing you out today, boy. Cussing you out while I was doing my burpees. House, what's up, Baba? How are you, baby? What's up? Hey, Keith, stop it. He's generational. He's generational. No, how said, are we still gonna keep are we still gonna make excuses for Caleb? Like Diamond says, Keith, not me. He has no more. I agree. Yeah, no shit, Marshawn. He goes, 75 burpees will bite you in the ass. Yeah, it did. It did. I was supposed to do 100. Generational talent is laughing. And Marshawn says, I'm seeing the same habits from Caleb from last year. I agree. Now listen. Tell my smoke fellas that. Oh, wait, I will. We're going to talk about it on Sunday, too. We're going to talk about it on Sunday. You're going to be in townhouse? You're going to be in townhouse? House, you're going to be in town on Sunday? You're going to be able to make it out? Let us know, man. It'd be good to see you again. I will say this. Here's the issue that I have. We try to tell, no? Oh, that sucks. All right. Well, we have another viewing party. Hopefully you're in town. You can come hang out. Here's what I try to tell people. All right. I lost what I thought were friends over this whole Civil War because they had a certain take. They were wrong. I called it like I saw it. And yes, I'm a Justin guy. I do like Justin Fields. I did want Justin Fields, but it didn't get in the way of my analysis of these quarterbacks. You guys should know that. People should know that. You know, I'm not a big Cub fan. Can't stand the Cubs, can't stand their fan base, but you know what? I keep it a buck when it comes to analyzing and talking about the Cubs. I kept it a buck in analyzing Caleb coming out of college. And I talked about his inability to work within structure. There's another guy who, Dr. something or other, who talked about, oh, he works in structure. Yeah, when you pick and choose certain plays against Utah State where he stays in a pocket because he's got the best he had a better offensive line, better talent at USC than Utah State. Yeah, you play in structure. It looks like you play in structure. But the one thing he doesn't do is play in structure. He had this issue. And now we're seeing it. And, you know, I'm not going to go off completely because it's one game. It's one game. But let me tell you something. If he keeps missing DJ Moore, if he keeps overshooting and undershooting receivers, I'm gonna go off on all the people. All the people who shoved him down our throat. Caleb is this. Caleb is that. Caleb's going to be this. Caleb's going to be that. Caleb's going to be this. Caleb's going to be that. He's the best player of this. He's the best player of that. He's the best player of this. How many people in the media shoved him down our throat? No diddy. I listened to the score yesterday, and some dude went off on the hosts. There's a brother from, I don't know if he was on the west side or south side, but he went off, and he went off on one of the hosts, and he was saying, you you guys have shoved him down our throats. Blah 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 blah. He goes and he's doing stuff he did last year. He's doing stuff that you crucified Justin Fields for. He goes and no one's. He goes and you guys turned on basically. He said if I have to rely on you guys for talent evaluation, I'm stuck in the water. I mean, he went off on him. And the host was like, yeah, I believe some people, you know, in the industry who I trust, and said he was this. And I'm like, you didn't holler at me. You didn't holler at me because I would have told you exactly what I saw in college. Exactly. And again, this is not to say that he's not a good quarterback. This is not to say that at all. I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback. I'm saying he's not the next coming of Jesus Christ, which is what some people and a lot of people had tried to shove down our throat. He's the best quarterback I've ever evaluated. Really? In all my years of breaking down film, he's the best quarterback I've ever evaluated and broken down. Then wants to call me out on his show for some bullshit. I'm not saying he can't be good. I'm not saying he can't be great. I'm not saying that at all. He still has that potential to be great, But I knew he's not generational. He's not the second coming of Christ. He has some flaws. And now they're being exposed on the grandest of stages in the NFL. First week, Monday night. Now, he's got a lot of work to do. Ben's got a lot of work to do with him as well. I still think Caleb can lead this team, this franchise, to a Super Bowl. But that doesn't make you generational. Brad Johnson won a goddamn Super Bowl, so relax. Trent Dilfer won a God blessed Super Bowl, so relax. It's just, I'm telling you, evaluation, not everybody can do it. And just because you coach or because you've watched football for years doesn't mean you can evaluate talent. I'm not saying I'm the best evaluator of talent in the world. I'm not. But damn, I know what I see. I played football for 30 years, coaching for 15, 16 years. That's 45 football seasons in me. I have a pretty good idea. And the work, the things that he's doing wrong, most can be corrected. Again, it's going to take time. It's a new offense. It's new verbiage. A lot of new moving parts. The offensive line still hasn't gelled. The running game still hasn't gelled yet. It will get better, but let's remember, I said he's not generational, and people got mad at me. People literally got mad at me because I said he's not generational. Because he's not generational doesn't mean he can't be good. Doesn't mean he can't be great. There have been a lot of great quarterbacks who aren't generational. But if you go against what they say, oh, then you're a pariah. Then they had some of that dude's fans coming at me. I trusted you, and you're wrong when they traded Justin. I'm like, just because Ryan Poles made a mistake doesn't mean I'm wrong. Just because Ryan Poles did the dumb thing doesn't mean I'm wrong. It's going to take some time. And all of a sudden now, Dan Orlovsky doesn't seem so stupid now when he says it's going to take two or 3 years for him to fully grasp this system. People came at him on social media. People came at him all over the place. It takes time. King Booker, well, you're right. First of all, thanks for tuning in, Papa. He said it took 3 years for Josh Allen to become Josh Allen. I'm still not giving my thoughts until week 3. Yeah, it took him a while. You know, I don't understand why Caleb is missing these wide open receivers. I don't know why. Well, he might be right, but Orlovsky is still stupid. You're stupid. You're right, but you're still stupid. Getting started already, boy. I don't know why, and it was brought up yesterday in question to Ben Johnson. This is one of the reasons that really this pissed me off. I think they asked Caleb this, but it was also posed to Ben Johnson. Someone asked Caleb, okay, you're a little inaccurate. Why are you inaccurate? Why am I inaccurate? Like, that's a stupid question. So why are you screwing up? Why did you not hit the? That's like asking a baseball player, why didn't you hit the ball the right side of the field? Why didn't you hit the ball over the fence? Why didn't you? His accuracy does have to improve. But when you ask someone why you're being inaccurate, how the hell you want someone to answer that? It seems like he's regressed, though, in his accuracy. One of the things that people talked about, repeated ad nauseum last offseason, was his accuracy. He's got a quick release, a lightning quick release, and he's accurate. Okay, well, he does have a lightning quick release. We've seen that. We've all seen it. Caleb should ask, why did your mama have you? I'm telling you, sometimes the media just ask stupid questions. I don't know. Man, there's a lot to talk about. My man Rick checking in. What's up, Baba? He says, Ben had 7 months with Caleb and the same problems. I have zero faith until proven otherwise. Shawn, Caleb still holding the ball too long. Keith Millhouse keeps saying, why are we still going run, pass? Well, just like it was Caleb's first game of the year, it was Ben Johnson's first game as a head coach. All right. He shouldered a lot of the blame, said there were some things he could have and should have done better. I think it'll get, first of all, I think it'll get better. Secondly, you don't understand how much different it is going from coordinator to head coach when you got to meet the media every day. Every day. And you got guys who love to just talk shit and be nitpickers. And then you got to deal with some of the few good reporters that they have to ask good, hard questions. You still got to deal with those. In addition to the other idiots who ask stupid-ass questions, you got to deal with those. You don't understand how important it is, how draining that is. Now, and one of the things that it's interesting. I wondered when I first got in there, you would hear in press conferences. They'd give them an X amount of time, like, all right, one more. Like, no, don't give us 5 minutes. And then when I got in the press room and I heard them, it's obviously the guy's in there, yeah, and it's more audible for me. And like, one more question, I'm like, but the coach needs to answer a few more questions. Like, he needs more time. Media needs more time with him. Not just 5 minutes after the game. Give me 10, 15 minutes. Mr. Shorty's in the house. Bears Country Production. What's up? It's top of the morning to you. What's up, Papa? I'm going to talk about, but, you know, sometimes, and some people say, be the bigger person. I say, screw that. Sometimes you got to be just as down and dirty and stoop to somebody's level to shut them up. And, you know, all those people who were thriving and celebrating, and, you know, when they traded Justin and drafted Caleb and told us what this guy was a saint, yeah, guess what? He's got a lot of work to do. Which, again, I don't think that it's beyond his grasp. He can get to that point, but he definitely wasn't that coming out of college. Definitely was not that coming out of college. Still having problems playing in structure, still not climbing the pocket, still trying to escape through the back of the pocket, out the back door. And I know Ben's going to be getting frustrated. And I'm not ready to start calling for Tyson Bagent yet, like some people. I'm not ready to go there yet. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And Ryan Poles, you get some of the smoke too. How are you not getting, like, there are things you needed in the draft that you just didn't get. You said you wanted a running back. Okay. Why didn't you go get a running back in the first couple of rounds? And it's no diss on Kyle Monunga. I like Kyle Monunga, but give him the damn ball. He had no carries. All this to say, I'm still not fired up. It sounds like it, but I'm not, because it is only one game. And things got to sort themselves out. I get it. But according to people from last year, when they got Ben Johnson, like, oh, Caleb's going to do this, Caleb's going to do that. Oh, he's going to come out. I was hoping he played well. I am hoping he plays well. But it doesn't detract from what I said about him earlier, about him playing his issues playing in structure. And other people on other podcasts want to call me out and say, oh, you don't know what he's talking about. Really? 45 plus football seasons underneath my belt, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. No, I'm telling you, I think Caleb's going to be fine. He's got to commit to the checkdowns. He's got to commit to understanding. There's a couple of things that get to me. He's not seeing the whole field, because if he is, you hit DJ Moore immediately. And this is what everyone shoved down our throats. He sees the field. He goes through his progression. He's accurate. Lightning quick release. All these things is what they shoved down our throats. No diddy. And now you're seeing what people like me were saying. These were issues coming out of college. And then you get, well, this analyst said this. I'm like, I don't trust that analyst. I don't give a shit what an analyst says. Did you play the game? I don't care how much you watched it. I'll take, if you have a reputation, a credible reputation, yeah, and I'll listen to you. And I may take your word more than anyone else. But if you haven't played a game, you haven't coached the game, and you're an analyst, no, sorry, homie. We told you about these issues coming out of college, and no one wanted to believe us. And last year, he really couldn't work on it because he was running for his life, holding on to the ball too long. He's got to make some changes. He's got to make a decision. Ben Johnson's got to stay on him to make sure he improves. A lot of things that you crucify Justin for are the same things that are happening here. Justin never took 758 sacks in a season. He was out. He goes, I'm out. Bump this. I'm out. I'm running. Caleb's got to do a better job. He's got to do a better job of throwing the ball away. He's got to do a better job of hitting the easy ones, the singles. Remember, I've been saying if he hits the singles and doubles, we will be good. Well, he's throwing to the singles and doubles. He's just missing them. How the hell are you missing a 5-yard out? How the hell are you missing a 3-yard crosser? How? How? You're the first overall pick. How are you missing a wide open guy? How are you missing an open cover 2 shot? How? But you guys forced him down our throats. You talked all that shit when they got him. When they traded Justin and got him, you don't know anything. You don't know anything. I'm like, okay. Just because Brian Poles picked him doesn't mean I don't know shit. This kid has all the talent in the world. Why he's having issues? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Sure, I said we did the all-22 last night. He seemed too overamped the last game. Well, I don't know why he'd be overamped. It's not a rookie season for him. And I'm telling you, I told you before last season. I'm telling you this season, he's got it out. He's got a hard on for DJ Moore. Him and Cole Kmet, because they were Justin guys, this is my opinion. Because they were Justin guys, he's freezing them out. Why is he not going to DJ? He's your number 1 receiver. He's the highest paid receiver on your team, $100 million receiver, and you're not forcing him the ball? You want to go to Rome? And I'm not saying Rome's not good. But you have a number 1 receiver who got paid $100 million. You're not going to go to him? Come on, man. You're not going to go to Cole Kmet? But all these blowhards and loudmouths who think they know, who think yelling allows you to win the argument. No. Shawn, these analysts are still shitting on Caleb. Well, yeah, he had a kind of a tough game. It wasn't bad. Here's the thing. I don't want you to think that I'm thinking I'm not, and I've not said this, so don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say Caleb had a bad game. Caleb should have had a better game. Caleb should have had a better. You stop missing those receivers. You hit those receivers, you're at 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. How you doing? That's the way to start the season. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. And a W. So when people say, oh, Caleb had a bad game, no, he didn't have a bad game. He should have had a better game. That's the issue. We're going to be serious contenders. He's got to start having those good games. He can't be missing these receivers. And I know it's one game. I understand. Which is why if this continues, then I'm going to have something else to say about it. I understand. Listen, here's my issue. Don't give me it's the first game. When there's a cover, when you're in the cover 2 and the receiver's behind the corner and the safety's not off the hash, I don't give a shit if it's a new system or not. You know to throw the goddamn ball on a rope. You know that shit in high school. So stop making excuses for the kid. He overthrew him. It's a hole shot in the cover 2. That's a soft spot in the cover 2. You work on cover 2 in grammar school. And you know if he's behind the corner and the safety's not off the hash, you put it on a rope. Period. Don't give me its first game shit. This is grammar school stuff. And he's missing. You know the soft spots in all the zone defenses. And when you get a soft spot there, especially at the goal line, you put it on a rope. You don't throw it up over. There's no air required. You put it on a goddamn rope. Ben Johnson didn't have to tell you that. It's been taught to you from jump when you first became a quarterback. I can guarantee you my guy who coached Caleb in high school taught him that in high school. I can guarantee you that. I kind of agree with you, Rick. He said, no, Shawn, it's 18 games of the same shit. Yeah, but you got to remember, coaching matters. When you're not coached out of that shit, you're gonna continue to do that. He wasn't coached out of that. Now it's got to start. We got to start fresh with him. Basically, he had a redshirt year. I think the only thing he gained out of last year was he got adjusted to the speed of the game. That's about it. Yes, Black Diamond, I need improvement week to week. And Shawn, he hit that perfectly last year against Detroit. You're damn right he did. You're damn right he did. It was to the right side of Keenan Allen. Remember the right side of Keenan Allen. He hit it right there. Keenan Allen's old ass ran another 20 yards because the safety hadn't gotten over. So he knows what to do. He knows how to get that cover 2 shot. Why didn't he do it yet on Monday? Bingo. You're damn right, because that's one of the highlights. Beautiful shot. I was happy. I'm like, that's the perfect throw. It was a rope right to Keenan Allen. The quarterback tried to step back, tried to fade back and jump to get it. Nope. It was right between the corner and the safety. Safety came up, took a horrible angle, got through. Keenan Allen up the sideline. Touchdown. So it can be done. You got to be fired up this morning. Whew. Listen, we got to take a commercial break. I got to get the warden off the CrossFit. On the other side of the break, we will get to the top of the morning topics. I promise you. So don't go. I can't even talk. I'm tripping over my words. I'm fired up already. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn Sierra Sports on Sports Zone Chicago.
911, operator 901. Where's the emergency?
127 Brymere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency
Do you
line.
know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
Every day, we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
No, I don't know. No, I'm scared. I mean, you're so...
Do you know that you're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
McCarthy is down. And a sack by the Chicago defense. That offensive line's not immune either. Play action, pressure with Grenard coming off the edge. And now here's Swift on the other side. Nice pass floated for the catch, the run, the first down. The rookie Kyle Monungai in the backfield for the Bears. Good protection, and over the middle, pass is caught by Monungai, and he's got a first down.
A big throw down the field. He's got Odunze based on the rotation of the safeties. They drop in to take away that inside breaking route. He doesn't see Odunze on the post, and once they take away the inside breaking route, he comes right down.
Welcome back. ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of ESPN. That was Monday night football. And the last play, and this is what we're talking about. The last play, he hits Kamanungai, but if he waits, you see as he's breaking, you see he has Rome Odunze on a post. All he's got to do is throw it to the left, to the back pylon or the left side of the end zone. Let Rome, who's in front of the DB, run underneath it and get it. That's what we're talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I understand that sometimes you got to get rid of the ball quick, but you also have to understand if you're running a deeper route and you want to hit that route, you might have to wait a second. As the play is developing, you have to see that safety come down. You have to see Rome get behind that safety, and now you got to let it go. Now you got to let it go. There's touchdowns. These are points left on the board. These are the reasons why I got pissed. I got annoyed at people because franchise quarterbacks, generational quarterbacks don't miss those. Because what do we talk about? Caleb always wants to home run. He's holding the ball, right? Well, then here, hold the ball, and you have that post route by Rome Odunze behind the safety. But you threw the check down too soon. And I know we talk about get the ball out of the hands. But if there's a route where you know that he might be able to get by the safety, or hell, you just got to read it. I know you want to throw the check down, get the ball out, get the ball into the hands of your playmakers because they're yard after catch monsters. But if you see that safety coming up, you know you have a post behind it. You know the route tree, you know the play. So you have to hold. Oh, snap, here comes that safety. I'll keep my eyes down here so that safety comes up, and all of a sudden, boom, up over the top. These are the things he has to do. He's not a rookie. You're not a rookie anymore. And I understand people talk about new scheme, new this, but there's certain things. When you're in a cover two, it's given. It is a given where the soft spot is. When you're in a cover three, it's a given where the soft spot is. Understand that if you have routes there, we saw as a cover two, and as soon as you saw DJ get out, On his takeoff, you should have got it and put it right there. Didn't let him run with the ball. He's got to do better. He's got to improve. You want to be great? This is what the great quarterbacks do. Yes, you get the ball out of your hands quick, but if you see a safety cheating, make them pay. That's the thing. Make them pay. Can you make defenses pay for when they screw up? And this is what I talk about with Tom Brady. Tom Brady would throw 10, 12, 14, 16 passes under 15 yards. Boom, 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 boom. Cut you up surgically like a doctor. And all of a sudden you cheat up, you come up a little bit, he fakes, goes up top, or he just waits and lets you come up, take yourself out of play, and he hits the guy behind you. This is called patience. Remember what I said. You have to be able, Caleb has to be patient until they screw up, and then you make them pay. Somebody said it the other day. I think it's an analogy. It's an analogy. When a pitcher throws you a hanging curveball, where does that ball belong? It belongs over the fence. It belongs over the fence. I hear you, Shorty. Great quarterbacks are not learning a new offense every single year. I agree. But despite the fact that you're learning a new offense, opportune areas do not change. Cover 2, you're going to have the same you're going to have the same soft spots. Cover 3, you're going to have the same soft spot. As you watch players, you have to be ready for them. You must be ready for them, because if a DB messes up, you have to be ready. I just gave you the analogy. A pitcher hangs a curveball, that ball's got to be over the fence. How many times do you watch a baseball game that thing is hanging? It's just spinning, it's just hanging in there, and a dude fouls it off, and he's like, ah! Or you hear the announcers like, oh, he missed that one. That's what Caleb has to do. Listen, if we're going to start talking to second-year quarterback after now having to learn a new offense again, you're going to lose me, man. Give the kids some damn time. Listen, Shorty, I'm telling you, new offense or not, you know where the throws are in certain defenses. That was a poor throw. And I'm not – you're acting as if I'm saying Caleb sucks and needs to burn in hell. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all. I said he didn't have a bad game. I'm not even saying he had a bad game. I'm not shit talking. I'm not saying he had a bad game. I'm saying he needs to play better. You're the first overall pick. You must play better. You can't miss those throws. So don't take shit talking for critiquing. Not once today did I say Caleb sucked. As a matter of fact, I said Caleb played well. He played good. He played well, but he needs to play better. So I'm not shit talking. I hadn't put the kid down once at all today. I'm saying he needs to play better. He played good, but for us, that's not good enough. For who he is, where he was selected, and all the hype around him, that's not good enough. Luckily, he's got a game this week. He's got a game Sunday. And you get better. Hopefully, he gets better and better and better. Again, I don't think Caleb is going to be. Let me rephrase that. I think Caleb can still take this team to a Super Bowl. Super Bowl win. I think he can. But he's got to get out of his old habits. A lot of times, this is not just sports. This is life. A lot of times we get in our own way. We're not cursing ESPN right now. A lot of times we get in our own way. In life, in sports, in relationships, in everything. We get in our own way. Caleb's gotten in his own way. He's got to do better. Because if he does better, think of all, if he hits DJ Moore, that's 7. Okay? There's a couple of other throws he missed. These are first down, these are drive extenders. His one downfall, he's just a little too short, Rick. They cannot turn him into a pocket passer. He needs throwing lanes. That's why he scrambles out of the pocket so much. But see, here's the thing, though, Shorty. So many people were adamant about him working in structure. He can work in structure. He can play in structure. He's this, he's that in structure. I tried telling people most of his plays were off script. But no one wanted to believe me. He wanted to come at me. So the thing we need to see him stay in the pockets. And you know, when he's at USC playing Utah State and Sacramento State, and he's in the pocket, and you use that as a basis for your defense, say, oh, look, he can play in structure. It's like it's Utah State. It's Sacramento State. Like, I didn't see it against USC. I didn't see it against Michigan. I didn't see it against Oregon. I didn't see it against Stanford. Shawn says, I'm thinking Caleb's not a pocket passer. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But here's what we do. Let's get it cracking. Guys, you know how we do the first segment of every show is called Top of the Morning.
She won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
See, top of the morning. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Let's see. You know what it is. We got to start with Monday night. Bears. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did I? No, I didn't download it. Shish kebab. Let me put it in real quick. Thought I did, but apparently I did not. Put that in there. Sorry, guys. Here we go. The Bears fall to the Minnesota Vikings. No, that wasn't the score. That wasn't the score. Steve Rose, 27-24. Yeah, they fall to the line 27-24. Let me take that down. Caleb Williams, 21 of 35 for 210 yards, a touchdown, 86.6 rating. DJ Moore, 3 catches, 68 yards. Romadunze, 6 catches, yards, and a touchdown. Deshaun Wright, who ended up leaving the game. We'll find out what his issue was. He had a pick 6 in the game. Defense got tired. I believe that Ben Johnson took his foot off the gas pedal. Okay. Minnesota. Let's not forget Minnesota. They get paid too. Let's not forget about that. They get paid too. Shut down the run. I was wondering where the play action was. But it was frustrating. King Booker World says Caleb just needs to hit about 3 of those a game, and he'll be fine. The game breaker throws. Yeah, he does. That gives him confidence. All right, they give him the huevos to make those. He makes one, and that builds his confidence, and that'll build to next week with a win. That's a game. The Bears have a propensity to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. All right, but let's not get it twisted. This is not all on Caleb. Caleb played his part, but the defense, you cannot give up 3 consecutive touchdown drives. Can't do it. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Chicago's own, LaGrange Park's own J.J. McCarthy. I couldn't agree. Bears are giving away more games than they just straight up lose. Yeah, teams don't just get beat; they lose them. Special teams is another one. Good job, Rick. Shawn, can we talk about how bad special teams was? I'm done with Santos, pendejo. Shorty says you cannot give up 27 points and complain your quarterback sucks. Not you, Shawn, the media. Yeah, because I didn't say he sucked. You know, I said he had a good game. I just said he needs to play better. But yeah, I didn't say he sucks, and the media says that. But this is the same media that the Caleb cult was writing. Oh, this is what they said. This is what they said. This is what this guy said. And we talked about, hey, they're going to turn on Caleb too when he has a bad game. Watch. They turned on Justin. They turned on Mitch. Caleb being number 1 overall pick, they're going to turn on him quick, and they are. Rashawn says the defense didn't win in the 4th quarter, period. End of story. Cornelius Squall's checking in. What's up, Papa? He's like, yo, Shawn Sierra Sports fans. Cornelius in the house. Yeah, well, the Bears. Staying with the top of the Bears. Play Sunday. No, bro, I think that's not ABC. That's Fox. Yeah, it's Fox. It's not ABC 7. It's game 2 Sunday and on Fox 32. 12 p.m. kickoff. Fix that up, Steve-O. It's not ABC 7. It's Fox 32. For Sunday's game. But it's a high noon game. And let's not forget, I'm having a Bears watch party on Sunday for the game. Live pre, half, and post-game show. Swag giveaways. I might have the swag by I should have it Friday, Saturday, the latest. Can't wait to start giving some of those things, raffling those things off. It's going to be dope. All right. After the post-game show, we got DJs. If you ain't partied with me before in the daytime, woo, Charlie. After the Bears whip that ass and get in the win column, is going to be a party. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. It is going to be lit. They have a game day special, $48. Nachos, first of all, open bar, beer and well drinks. You get and they have $48. You get nachos. You get one entree. Either choose between order of ribs or order of wings. Yeah. $48. Come on, I'm telling you, it's going to be one hell of a time. One hell of a time. Well, let's keep it moving, maybe. Next top of the morning topic, the Cubs. Cubs laid a smackdown on the candy asses of the ATL. The Atlanta Braves, big win by the Cubs. The Cubs beat the Braves 6-1. Cade Horton, he got the win. He's 10-4 on the season. Way to go, youngster. 6 1/3, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 punch-outs. Ian Happ was 2 for 5 with a double, his 27th of the year. PCA, I told you he's got to start getting hot. PCA was 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs, his 86th and 87th on the campaign. Matt Shaw was 1 for 4 with his 38th and 39th RBIs of the season. Next top of the morning topic, the Cubs host the Braves again tonight. First pitch is at 6:15 p.m. Central Time. You can catch that game on their network, the Marquee Network, or listen to it on their flagship station, 6:70 a.m. The probables for tonight's game for the Braves, for the Bravos, Chris Sales on the bump. He's 5-4 with a 2.38 ERA, going up against Jameson Taillon for the North Siders. He's 9-6 with a 4.15 ERA. I do that. Shishka Barbarino. Let's keep it moving. The next top of the morning topic. The good guys. One-run game. The White Sox fell to the Tampa Bay Rays 5-4 yesterday. Yoendris Gomez got a no decision. 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 5 punch-outs. Kyle T was 1 for 4 with a massive home run yesterday, his 7th of the season, driving in his 29th RBI on the campaign. Colson Montgomery, again, nice game, young man. He's 1 for 4 with a double, his 6th, driving in his 47th run of the season. And Andrew Benintendi was 1 for 4, driving in his 59th RBI of the year. Staying with the Sox, they host the Rays at Wright Field again tonight. First pitch is at 6:40 p.m. Central. The probables for tonight's game for Tampa Bay is Ryan Pepio. He's 11-10 with a 3.59 ERA. The White Sox to be determined. To be determined. Man, it was great to. I was at the game last night. Hang out with my guy Ken Davis. See on the left of the screen, Emilio Bucks on the right of the screen. He's to my left, but the right of the screen. Ken, you see to my right or the left of the screen, the picture. We had some nice seats. Really expensive. The guy took a crappy picture, but whatever. It's good to hang with my guys, man. I appreciate it. It was fun. It was good. And the $5 menu was off the chain. Well, let's keep it going. The next top of the morning topic. Yeah, late last night. Whew, that was tough. Sky fall to the Las Vegas Aces. This is an ass whooping, 92-61. King Book of World. Future ex-wife Camila Cardoso led the way with a double-double, 13 points, 13 rebounds. Michelle Onyenwere, she added 13 points to the cause, and Kia Nurse added 19 in a losing effort for the Sky. Staying with the Sky hosts the New York Liberty tomorrow. Can they beat them again? Host the New York Liberty tomorrow at Wintrust Arena. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. Central. You can catch that game locally on the U. Channel 26, the U. Next top of the morning topic. They did it. Finally did it. The Bulls and point guard Josh Giddey have come to terms on a 4-year, $100 million for Shams Charania. 4 years, $100 million, 25. Remember, people thought he was going to get 30. I thought he was going to probably get 20. They met in the middle. He's getting 25, 4 for 25. 4 for 100, 25 per is what it averages out to. Josh will be here for the next 4 seasons. Where we go, I don't know. Where we go with him leading the way, I don't know, but I like having a guy who flirts with a triple-double every game running the show. Keeping it moving, the Bears. They get back to work. All right, the Bears back to work in preparation for the game in Detroit. I put on Detroit. Come on, my fat fingers. There you go. Big game in Detroit on Sunday. Kick off. Oh, man. There you go. Kickoff is at 12 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on Fox 32 or listen to it on their flagship station, ESPN 1000. That's 1000 a.m. on your radio dial. You got 2 teams. This is going to be quite a matchup. You got 2 teams who lost week 1 looking for redemption. All right. The Lions still believe that they are in the Super Bowl window. They're in the Super Bowl window right now, currently. They still believe that. Okay. For them to come out 0-2 in the division, to start off 0-2 in the division, just like us, would be bad. But it would do a big disservice to them in hopes of trying to get to their first Super Bowl. So Detroit's going to come out. They look like crap last week. Okay, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, the new offensive and defensive coordinators in New York. In Detroit, not able to get the same performance out of the players that Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn were able to get in previous seasons. Okay. So they're gonna make a change. They're gonna want to show that they can still perform without Glenn and Ben Johnson. So it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one. And the Bears got to show that they're not. They know. They say they know punk bitch. I know punk bitch. You punk bitch. I know punk bitch. From Rush Hour. Oh man. Let's see. Rick Gonzalez, you're a damn fool, but you're right. So the party's going to be like a Mexican party, kids party. 2 hours for the kids, the next 14 hours, all adults. FGB. Yes. Yes, Rick, that's what it's going to be like. You got 3 hours for the Bears, half hour after for the post-game show, and then they're going to be going to, and it's supposed to be warm too. It's supposed to be 80s on Sunday too. All week's going to be 80s. So it's going to be warm too out there. Again, it's covered, so you don't have to worry about getting sunburned or anything like that. It's going to be covered. But yeah, it'll probably go till the end of the Sunday night game, which is 10 o'clock. I'll tell you, there's one. I don't know a lot, but I do know this. I will not be there until 10 o'clock on Sunday. That, my peoples, I can promise you. Cornelia says, Chicago Bear fans have a negative karma that I'm afraid won't be broken until the Bears are in the Super Bowl again, just like the Cubs and the Sox. There's an aura. There's an aura. Jerome Lowe says there's no fixing Caleb Williams. Why? He's stuck in his way since high school and college. Caleb has to want to be fixed and put in the work in the offseason. I agree, Jerome, but listen, I agree with this. He has to put in the work. But let's be honest. Breaking habits is difficult. Breaking habits is difficult. And he's got to put in that work. And you can do all you want in the off season, but you're not going to break that habit until you're faced with that situation again. And you only face to it in the game. So he's got to worry about that. Cornelius says, Jerome, Caleb was not inaccurate in college. If he was healthy, wouldn't have went number one. Wouldn't have gone number one of the draft. I'm not sure. But no, Caleb wasn't inaccurate at all. That was one of the things that people harped on was his accuracy. Junior, I can't tell you how many Mexican kids parties lasted until 2 a.m. on a Sunday sometimes. Like, what? Like, why are we partying on Sunday? We got to work, school tomorrow. And like Diamond says, yeah, especially bad habits. Yeah, those are really difficult to break. Omar 86, that's why I practice. Make habits, Shawn. Yeah. Rick says, you ain't lying, Armando. 2 a.m. Game didn't play nobody in college. I agree, Jerome. I agree. He didn't have a lot of games. I mean, don't forget, he played UCLA. He played Oregon. They played Washington. Remember him last week for the week prior to the Bears when it was open weekend for college. They were talking. I think they did a good job with the Bears media, and as the players came off, they're like, they talked about the rivalries. Oh, shit. Black Diamond said, for example, I used to smoke for years and just stopped 9 months ago. Hey, congratulations, bro. Congratulations. Hey, listen, reach out to me, man. There's some holistic stuff that I can turn you on to that'll kind of clear up because if you've been smoking for a long time, you got a lot of tar and stuff, mucus in your lungs. All right. So you can hit me up. And I think we're friends on Facebook too, if I'm not mistaken. I know Instagram, but I could put you onto a store that'll help take all the mucus and stuff and clean your lungs. Because now that you're done smoking, your lungs still have the remnants of the tar and tobacco. All right. Wow, Shorty said I quit smoking September 15th, 2009. Woo! Cool, bro. Cool. Rick says, I just smoked 3 seconds ago, Black Diamond FGB. My man Chris, Foulmouth Chris, and Bear Down Fellows listening while I'm driving. Thanks for tuning in, Papa. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Listen, let me take the second commercial break. I don't think we did. So listen, let me take that second commercial break. All right. It'll be abbreviated. It'll be short. So I want to get back to this conversation. All right. I want to get back to this conversation. All right. So don't go anywhere, folks. More Bears conversation on the other side of the break. Keep it locked here. Shawn Sierra Sports on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings. I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. You know, I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
It's a romance sport. What? It's a romance sport like that.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Everybody in a work zone is someone somebody.
This is my mom. She works for KDOT.
This is my dad.
This is my mom.
This is my daddy.
This is my sister.
This is my daddy.
This is my son, Scott. He was killed while working in a highway work zone. When you drive through a work zone, drive like a life depends on it. Because it does.
Good protection again. Time runs out. That's the rookie, Loveland. And the former Michigan Wolverine and the 10th pick in this past draft gets 8. Johnson cartoon. First down. Williams has started 9 for 9. How about 10 for 10? How about DJ Moore? You're going to wait longer for the cartoon. First down at the 31.
Throw of the night. You're going to see that Moore comes off the ball. He gets jammed up a little bit, so the timing is off. And Caleb then in the pocket, he's got a double hitch just to get the timing back on it. But he knew exactly what he had with the...
2nd and 14. Williams' time runs out. Caleb on the move. Nice spin as he got around Byron Murphy.
Welcome back to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of ESPN. Caught me eating a cookie. Those are the boys on Monday on the lakefront. 27-24 loss. Yeah. Omar, 86 says, doesn't feel like these QBs, Mitch, Justin, and Caleb, are working really hard, but somehow they are failing on the field. What do you mean doesn't feel like they're working hard? Or you don't feel like they're working hard and they're failing? Or did you mean to say that it seems like they're working hard, but it's just not transferring? I'm not sure. Cornelius says Ben has to get him to put the ball in the open receivers and lead them when there's tight coverage. Yeah. Junior says, I've never smoked a day in my life. I had one. I tried a cigarette one time in my life. I was about 14. I found a full intact cigarette, filter and everything. So we had this big bush in front of the house. It was taller than me, and I was able, you were able, like, going in from behind, like it was right in front of the house. I could go like against the building and kind of sit in it. So I did, and I I lit up. I don't even know where I got a matches from. It wasn't a lighter, but I got the. I lit it, and I almost coughed my freaking lung up. And I was like, man, people pay like $3 a pack for this? It's crazy. This was way back. That's when they were $3 a pack, so you know how long ago that was. Jerome says, it just feels sad. Like I feel like the Bears are cursed. Caleb Williams on his third offensive coordinator. Ain't this the same path Justin Fields was on? The only difference, Caleb has more help. Well, that's a big difference. That's a big difference, Jerome. Jerome? Or Jeremy. That's a big difference, Jeremy. I was calling you Jerome. My bad. My apologies. Yeah, but this is a situation where this guy's not going anywhere, first and foremost. All right, with Justin, it was just different. Different coordinator. This is a head coach. He's not going anywhere. Okay, and if truth be told, if Caleb doesn't work, Ben Johnson's staying, not Caleb. Ben Johnson's staying. They're paying him $13 million for a reason. And I agree, he definitely has more help. Definitely has more help. Kimbo says, you see it, damn it, you see it, just pull it up, put it all together. Yeah, sometimes it takes a minute. Sometimes it takes a minute. And again, I'm critiquing. And part of me, if I get a little fired up when I'm critiquing, because I want this team to play well. And I want Caleb to get it. It's taking him a lot longer than him, or Coach Ben Johnson would have liked. As the story says, yes, Jeremy, well said. Same with Cutler, too. Yeah, Cutler had 6 offensive coordinators in 8 years. 6 offensive coordinators in 8 years. Come on, man. Oh, snap, my man from the East Coast. Jay Grizz in the house, like Bear Down SuperBack. Jay Grizz. King Booker said, never smoked cigarettes either. Did everything else but cigarettes. A no. Now I'm clean. Good stuff, boy. Good stuff. Yes. That's good stuff, man. It really is. You know, Rick, you're a fool. You want to talk about willpower, Shorty? Instead of a joint this morning, I only did a few one-hitters. Yeah, who'd have thunk it, Cornelius? I hope Dennis Allen learned that when you got to stop the run, Billings has to be on the field. He has to be. He's got to be. I know Grady Jarrett's a KG vet. He is not Billings. He doesn't have that mass. Jay Grizz says, what's concerning to me is Caleb used to be able to make all the throws, especially the easy ones in college. That's what we're saying, the regression. That's not Ben Johnson. What that is that's Caleb thinking too much. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. He's thinking too much. And you got to understand it's going to happen. It's going to happen. He's in a new system. Now you guys see, Shorty, Rick, why I said I can't wait till the beginning of the 26th season. You know what I'm saying? Like we won't have these issues. We won't have the cadence. We won't have the false starts. We won't have him not seeing receivers. We won't have him missing those throws. We won't have it because he's in the process of learning a new system. He's not going to be in the process of learning a new system in 26. My feet are here. And remember I said, enjoy this. All right? Go through it. It's going to be the good, the bad, and the ugly. We are watching them develop like we watched the Blackhawks in 07 and 08 and 09. Like you Cub fans, you watched in 13, 14, and 15. Okay? Like the Bulls. For those of us who are old enough to remember the Bulls. The Bulls in 88, 89. We watch them grow. We watch them develop. This is what we're watching right now. What's FSS? You fucking mean say fuck me, Rick? What the hell? What the fuck's that all about? How you gonna damn me to hell, Rick? That's messed up, bro. Don't worry, Shorty. Shorty says, sorry if I haven't said hi. I'm having the worst day. Hey, man, keep your head up, Papa. Hope it gets better for you. I know we all almost said there'd be days like this. Cornelia says, yo, Shorty, bear down. It's just one game. Yeah, I agree. So, it's like, because you're right, fool. Rick, your ass got to come out Sunday, dude. I'm telling you. Don't go to church or come by after church. You got to come out, bro. This one game is right, yes. But there are things that we see that we don't want to continue. That's the issue. There's a lot of things that are similar to what has been happening years past, leading up to this year. The biggest change we need to see is within Caleb himself. Caleb has to make that decision. All right, Ben's got to work with him and say, hey, here's what you're going to get. All right, I was over there. Here's their talent. Here's what they like to do. I know they have a new D coordinator, but here's their talent. I'm going to put you in the right position to be successful. We need a run game, first and foremost. Give Kyle Monungai the God-blessed ball. O-line, we need you. Big time. O-line needs to step up. But Caleb's going to do a better job of when you see it, rip it. When you see it, rip it. Like he's trying to come out of his off structure plays, or out of structure plays, freestyle plays, into being a structured quarterback. He's got to do that. He's got to be willing, because Caleb's like a free spirit. That's him. That's his personality. Not specifically structured. He's going to have to learn to play under that. Jay Grizz says, Caleb has to interact with the team on the sidelines when things aren't going well and the Bears are down, in my opinion. Yeah. You can't be just when they're good, go over and clap. When they're down, you got to go pick them up and let them know you're there. Hey, I'm here with you. I need you, offensive line. Receivers, great job. I need you. You know what I mean? I agree with you. Jeremy says, I agree, Shawn. All quarterbacks don't develop the same. It takes time. Look at Justin Fields with the Jets. He looks more comfortable and relaxed in the pocket, and his feet are settled. Yeah, he doesn't have happy feet. Black Diamond, Dan Rashard, where are you at? You're one of the best, allegedly. I need to see it. Shorty says it takes 3 years to develop a quarterback in the same system. Well, that's for them to become masters of it. For them to grasp it and be good, it's a lot sooner. But to become masters, yes, 3 years. So the question is, will Caleb truly devote himself to this? Michonne, LCBC, let Caleb be Caleb. Yeah, I don't know about that. I need him to work on some things and adjust. I need him to work on some things and adjust. I need him to work on his accuracy and not thinking. Just play ball. You see a guy throwing the ball. You see the guy throw the ball. Because you notice at the end of the game, he didn't have inaccuracy issues, did he? At the end of the game, or when he's running out of the pocket, he doesn't have inaccuracy issues at that point because he's not thinking. He's not thinking. He's playing. And this is why, Rick, I was like, 2026, because he's not going to think. He's not going to have to think anymore. He's in this stage where he's changing. There's a metamorphosis going on with Caleb. I think Caleb wants to do the work. I think he's doing the work, but you got to understand, when you get in a tough situation, we all do it. This is human nature. We revert back to our training. Whatever field it is, relationships, business, football, basketball, whatever. We revert back to our training, what we're comfortable with, what we've been allowed to do for so long. And for Caleb, those are bad habits. That's going to take time. Rome wasn't built in a day. King Bookerwell says, Caleb also got to add some touch to his passes. He lasers some passes when they should be layered. Yeah. Yeah. But if he sees him sooner, he won't have to fire him in there. He can throw him with a little touch. Because here's what, if he can dart the ball, there's a difference between a fastball and a dart. Receivers love darts. The receivers love darts because it gets there quickly, and that's the one thing receivers hate. This is from my experience talking to receivers. They hate when they have to wait for the ball. But they also hate when you overpower them, too. It's a 5-yard hook or 5-yard crosser, and you're throwing it 100 miles an hour. It's like, whoa, boom. They want to get it with a dart. And I would explain that to the quarterbacks when I was a quarterback coach. The different types of passes you have to throw. Sometimes you got to dart it in there, like a nice, quick, crisp pass that gets to them so they can make the move. Other times you got to put some air under it. Sometimes a humpback line drive over a defender. Sometimes you got to be a frozen rope when you put it between defenders. There's different types of passes. Caleb's got to do a better job of throwing a correct type of pass when necessary. Rick says, what's wrong with the Samoan brothers, Jonah Jackson and Darnell Wright? They did not look good. Yeah, they had a rough day. But let's not forget, Minnesota has a good defense. They have a good defense, and they got a great defensive coordinator. Okay? Let's not forget that. Remember, the Vikings get paid too. And they have 2 Pro Bowl defensive ends. So it's not like this was an easy task or a little buster that they're playing with. They got a solid defensive line. They need to do better. Darnell Wright and Jonah Jackson. We just paid a lot of money bringing you over. All right. Darnell Wright, you're looking for a contract, Papa. You got a big contract extension. You got to step up. That's the issue. You have to step up when they're not. When it's not time for your contract extension, it's time for your contract extension. I mean, you got to put in good work now. So when it's time for your contract extension, you can go back and say, look at the work I did. My second year, my third year, my second year, my first, second, and third, look at the way I improved every year. King Booker World, we talked about this last night at the game too, me and Ken. Those bullshit calls. Those bullshit calls. The holding call on, was it Monungai or it was Jonah Jackson or Darnell Wright. The dude fell and he threw him down. Dude was stumbling. He threw him down and they called a hold. It's bad when the announcers are like, yeah, I don't really see the hold in that one. I'm like, dude, we're at home. You're screwing us at home? We're on the lakefront at Soldier Field, and refs, you are screwing us at home with some bullshit-ass calls. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The one on right. The dude was kind of stumbling, and Wright just threw him down. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Well, we need that run game to take off. That's what we need. We really need a more concerted effort. We need that run game to take off because that leads. That's the basis. That's the foundation of this offense. So DeAndre Swift, get him some yards. He had a nice game rushing the ball. I need the Kyle Monangai to have more carries because I don't know about Roschon Johnson. That joker, man. That joker. Roschon Johnson. He seems like a nice young man, but not a good football player. So get Kyle Monangai in there. Get in the rock. Get him some consecutive carries. Get him, I should say, get him a few carries on a drive. He's a great guy, Shawn. He's got great character. He's a great character. He's got great character. Such a great person. Mr. Shorty says, Rick, to answer your question, I am sad about the whole QB narrative in general. We should not be nitpicking a freaking rookie before we develop him. Well, Caleb's not a rookie. But you have to understand, see, the vitriol, Shorty, you got to understand the vitriol comes from the Caleb cult. From he's a generational player. He's the best quarterback I've ever evaluated on tape. He's this, he's that. He's the best coming since Jesus Christ. Blah, 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 blah. And that was shoved, that was forced down our God-blessed throats. No, did he? All right? Forced by everybody. Everybody was a Caleb fan and celebrated when we traded Justin Fields. This is their narrative. This is they are shoving it down in our face, down our throat, and they're like, oh, he's this, he's that. You got to understand where that's coming from. Black Diamond says, so glad I don't have to hear that BS anymore, Shawn. He has great character. Great character guy. Cornelius says, Roschon had to have a hell of a training camp to make this team, but fans have never seen him do. No, we haven't seen him. I haven't seen him do anything. Bijan Robinson, that's how he says his name, Bijan. It's not Bijan, it's Bijan. I saw an interview with him, and he said, it sounds kind of, goes just to clear the record, it goes, it's Bijan. I was like, okay, like Dijon mustard. I'm concerned about this defense. I really am. 3 consecutive touchdown drives. And that's got to change. That has to change. They can't be that porous. All right? Ben Johnson, you got to help that defense. We got to get play action. We got to get some first downs. How many times did the defense come out and the offense, whoop, or our offense 3 and out. Defense are right back on the field. Like Diamond says, Shawn, if you say I have a great character Sunday, we're going to fight. Rick says if he was a bear, his name would be Bijan Robinson's. Not the Bearstein Bear, FGB. And Mashawn, Tez needs to step the F up. He does. Like, I need to see you. I need a disruptor. See, I'm not worried about sacks. Yes, I like them. They're a great number. All right, you can hang your hat on them. But if you are disruptive, For me, I'll take that over a guy who has sacks. When do you get the sacks? I don't give a shit. Don't tell me you got 15, 18 sacks. Did you get in the first quarter in the first drive of the game and then not show up the rest of the game? That happened 18 straight weeks. And you don't when it's 3rd down and 6, where are you at then? 3rd down and 6, and you're up, and you got to stop this offense from going down and score a touchdown. Where are you at then? So sacks to me, as nice of a stat as they are misleading. That's like hitting a home run when you're down 6. You hit a solo shot, you're down 6. You do that 10 times, you have 50 homers. Like, oh my God, great. You had 50. Yeah, but 10 of them came in garbage time when they didn't need them. You're down 6 or you're up 6. Who cares? Hawk Harrelson used to say, don't tell me how many you hit them. Don't tell me how many sacks you get. Tell me when you get them. They're going down the drive in that third touchdown. Where were you then, Montez Sweat? Where were you then? That's what we need you, Mr. $96 million man. Jay Gris said defense was way too banged up to hold up an entire game. Also, like you said, Shawn, they're on the field a lot in the second half. Yeah, that's why you got to get the rotations in. Like, why was Grady Jarrett in most of the time? He's 37 years old. He's like 32. Exaggerating for effect. Why wasn't Billings in? Black Diamond, Deo didn't look too bad. Didn't look too bad. He was a little disruptive, which is what I want. The people on the run, on the pass. He flushed J.J. McCarthy out of the pocket a few times. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, Cornelius. J.J. didn't get his confidence until he knew he could rely on his running game. Yes, you're exactly right. King Boogle says, also, I'd like to take a mini victory lap about telling people to be patient with Dio, that he would pop. Small Captain Morgan lifts legs slightly. Yes. Yeah, he did. He did. He was more disruptive. And the one thing that the people aren't talking about, and I'm glad you brought it up, Shawn, is the punt special teams. Way too much on the returns. All right. And a lot of people, here's the thing that I don't get. On the last kickoff, after the Bears scored the last touchdown, they needed to kick the ball out of the end zone. Okay? Because had they kicked the ball out of the end zone, it would have been before the 2-minute warning. So the Bears had one timeout left. They would have been able to use the 2-minute warning as a second timeout. Would have been able to get the ball back with closer to a minute than they got it back at the end of the game, which is like 15 seconds, something like that. But Cairo Santos couldn't kick it out of the back of the end zone. Why? Why? Like, you have to weight train too, young man. You've got to bench. You've got to squat. You've got to hang clean. You've got to do plyos. You've got to stay in condition, unless they're not doing that with kickers now. If that's an issue for you, distance, then you better work on your posterior chain. You better work on your back. You better work on your torque. There's a whole bunch of things. You better squat more. You better do plyos more. Sprinting uphill more. Excuse me. That's what needs to be done. Because you got it. 50-yard field goals are nothing. They're nothing. Reminds me of Biggie. 50 and screen, money green, leather sofa. Got 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Remember 50 50-inch screens were huge for us back in the, oh my God, I got a 50-inch screen. Or you knew someone who had, like, they're rich. They got a 50-inch screen. Now 50 is like, only 50. What? 50-inch screen? What's that, for your kids' room? 50 yards is nothing now. You must be able to connect consistently from 50 yards. Cairo, what did you do all off season? Strength and conditioning coach, what did you do with Cairo all off season? You had to be in contact with him. Jay Grizz, I want no more freaking burpees, bro. No. Not after the 75 I did this morning. No. King Booker says, Carol Sanson's better train like Tong Po and kick some damn pillars and strengthen up. That was a blood sport. It was kickboxer. That dude's like, yeah, no more burpees, bro. 75, no. That's way too many freaking burpees, dude. Talk about the special teams. Then we got a punt block. Let's not forget about that. That helped them as well. Special teams, and they kept the same special teams coordinator from last year, from the old regime. So Hightower, you need to step it up, baby. Can't have that anymore. Cannot. Cornelius said Ben will never trust him to kick it out of the end zone again, and he shouldn't. Listen, the main purpose was to get the clock stopped before the 2-minute warning. Have them run a play before the 2-minute warning. Actually, I think Steve-O. No, Steve-O took it down. Ben came out and said we were supposed to kick it out of bounds. Oh, no, he thought about kicking it out of bounds. I want him, should have been kicked out of the back of the end zone. Steve Hightower is the special teams coach. Yeah, Team Book of World, he said this is a full team collapse. Yeah, Jay Grizz, who's our special teams coach. Steve Hightower, the guy from last year. He was from the previous regime. Marshawn puts him on the hot seat. Shorty says, your defense gives up 27 points. Your quarterback sucks. Why didn't Caleb stop this touchdowns? The hell? I get it. I get it. But now we do better. All right, Ben Johnson, you don't get pardoned from all the smoke either. Going for it on 4th down early on in the first quarter. No. You have to remember, this team is new. This team is trying to find its identity, who they are. You do not try and fit your ideal of what you want their identity to be on them. That has to work itself out. All right, you don't have the talent that you did in Detroit. You don't have the camaraderie, the experience the brotherhood that you had in Detroit. These guys are getting to know each other. A lot of new faces. So for you to go for it instead of kicking a field goal, you need all the points you can get. Remember, points win games. You got to get all the points you can. Believe me, I know about it. In the Prep Bowl 2010, my offensive coordinator, who was also the head coach, we were in the red zone 5 times against Fenwick, and I was defensive coordinator for Curie. 5 times. We scored once, and they got called back because of holding. 5 times, and we lost that game 6-0. Intercepted our quarterback. He waited too late. I covered 2 window. He threw it, and the linebacker stepped in front. As he threw it, he got hit from behind. So our quarterback was 4-3. The guy who it was like a 5-7. It took him like 13, 14 seconds to go 60 yards for the touchdown. That was the only score of the game, the Prep Bowl. Well, my point was we had 5 opportunities in the red zone. We had we had the first team all public league city kicker on our team, Dominic Kozlowski. I'm still friends with him on Facebook. I never called him Dominic. I always call him Kicker. We had him ready to go. He's dying, ready to go, and we just ran the ball. Did not take the points. And we lost 6-0. 5 times we were in the red zone. This kid could kick it from 40 yards easy. So I understand what you're saying. You need to get the points. The points is where it's at. That's the bottom line. Score more points than your opponent. End of story. And you didn't do that. You didn't do that, Ben. So now I'm looking at you with the side eye. Okay, there's strike 1. I thought there might have been a strike 1 already. Something tells me there was a strike 1 already. Oh, yeah. Why challenge a Viking fumble when the guy was clearly down? Yeah. If the guy's down, remember the guy was down and someone, I forgot who it was, came and punched the ball out? Well, they don't give you that luxury, saying you touched the guy while he was down. Okay. So don't challenge that. And instead of, if you knew that Cairo Santos couldn't get it out of the end zone, the ball goes to the 35. If you knew he couldn't get it out of the end zone, have him kick it out of bounds. Have him kick it out of bounds. It goes to the 40. That 5 yards is going to kill you. Oh. Those couple of mistakes by Ben Johnson were costly. They're costly. Take the field goal. Don't fumble. Don't challenge that one. That horrible call, that fumble, because you know it's. Don't challenge it. That it gives us an extra timeout. And Santos. Having Santos missing a 50-yard field goal. And Cairo Santos has been good for us. Here's the thing. He doesn't have a big leg. What he does have is accuracy. So you're going to trade accuracy for a big leg. I don't know what I would do. Because if you can find a deep kicker, a kicker who can kick 50-yarders with accuracy, shit, that's a golden goose right there. Every team's looking for a guy who can kick 50 yards accurately. Every team. King Booker said, I like that he took responsibility. So did I. And that's a leader. He's like, yeah, there's a lot of things I could have done better. A lot of things players could have done better. He goes, but I got to do a better job. And he just talked about the things he needed to do. And that's great. That's great. Brandon Church checking in. Good morning, buddy. How you doing? Appreciate you. Michelle Wallace says, Cairo's not young anymore. Yeah. You got to hit them plyometrics. All right, the squats, the deadlifts, and then get out there and practice kicking. All in all, I'm okay. I was cursing at the TV Monday night at Branding Iron, so I was there watching the game. I was cursing the TV out like a son of a gun. Brandon, what are you saying? I was watching a run of Bright and the Cubs, and you come to one. I'm not sure what you're saying there, Brandon. I don't know what you're saying. But anyway, of maintenance that needs to be done, not a shoring up, tidying up this offense, this defense, the special teams. Because you can't keep giving up 17 yards on every punt return. Can't do it. Can't do it. That is a recipe. Those are the hidden yards. That is a recipe for disaster. Great way to lose the game by giving up those hidden yards. Defense, we need more pass rush. D-line, we need more penetration. No Diddy from inside. We know what Caleb needs to work on, his accuracy. Getting the ball to his receivers quickly, or if he had to, hold on to it to take the big shot, the home run ball. Or as they say in the adult industry, the money shot. You have to understand when to hold. You heard Kenny Rogers says you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Again, remember, this is the beginning. We are watching this team, and I know it. Everybody wants the Super Bowl. We want this. We are in the beginning stages of this team coming together. Like the Cubs back in 13, 14, 15. The Blackhawks in 07, 08. The Bulls, for my people back in 87, 88, 89, and 90. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. So, listen, I do want to remind you about Sunday. Sports Zone Chicago's watch party and daytime event this Sunday, September 14th. Doors open at 11. Get there 11:30. That's when we're going to have the pregame show, 11:30 to 12. Okay? 11:30 to 12. We're going to have a live pregame, live halftime, and live postgame show. We have swag giveaways throughout the day. Man, I can't wait till that comes in. I'm fired up, boy. I got some stuff for me, too. I'm really fired. And I can't even tell you how fired up I am, dude. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. It's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. If you're a cigar smoker, you can smoke. We were smoking cigars out there on Monday. Bring your cigars. Feel free to smoke out there. And after the Bears whoop that candy ass, We're going to be partying to the wee hours of 6, 7 p.m. at night. Telling you, it's going to be lit. When the Bears win, it's going to be lit. My DJ is Julio Sierra. I think Hirsch is going to DJ there as well. Yeah, it's going to be off the chain, baby. Brandon, what day is it? This Sunday? I would have been Conroy right now. I can join you guys next time. I'm not sure what that means. But yes, Brandon, this weekend, this Sunday, Branding Iron, 7036 South Harlem. 7038 South Harlem. 3638 doesn't even matter. South Harlem, it's in the strip mall right outside of SeatGeek Stadium, where the Chicago Fireplace, off of 71st in Harlem. All right, we're in the back of the Branding Iron. It's their property, but behind it, it's going to be dope. Dope. That. Shorty says, if I'm driving an hour and 15 minutes on Sunday after driving 12 hours all day on Saturday just to see you, Shawn, they better win. They better win. It won't be 3 because you're coming from Crystal Lake. Is that where you're coming from, Shorty? Let's not forget, it's Sunday morning at 11. You know, at 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Ain't gonna be traffic on the expressways. Ain't gonna be that. It's not gonna be that that crowded getting there. So it won't. I don't think it'll take you an hour. It might take you maybe 40. I'm thinking 40 minutes, 45 minutes. I don't think it'll be an hour, bro. But I get the point. Be good to see you. I'll probably come from my hotel in West Chicago. Yeah, if you're in West Chicago, just take 290. Yeah. Trying to look at something real quick. Aurora, yeah, West Chicago. Okay, yeah, I see it. You're by Wheaton. All right, yeah, West Chicago. You just have to go to 355. Take that to 55. I'm sorry. Take that to I-55 and take that in to Harlem and then hang a right. Closer to St. Charles. Yeah. Well, man, it'd be great to see you. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to all you guys coming out, man. It's going to be great. I'm telling you, make it. Get a babysitter. I mean, hell, if you want to bring the kids, bring the kids. It's kid-friendly. They'll be outside. 90 to 294 to 55. Okay, you get off on Harlem. Because you could take 294 to 95th and then go north on 90 get off on 290. I mean on 95th, go east, catch Harlem and come down Harlem. That's probably closer. Getting off on 95th Street. If you're going 294. But you'll figure it out. All right, folks, listen, I got to bounce. I got to go pick up the warden. 2 hours is come and gone. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I appreciate love the support, man. I love you guys for always being here and everything I have and all my nonsense. Guys, have a phenomenal day. Let your loved ones know you love them because tomorrow is promised to no one. All right, I'm fired up. I'll see you guys. I have been looking into it. Good. Yeah, 90. Get off on 9050 or on 294. All right, folks, for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, guys, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. I will see you on Friday. Your boy, your SuperBack. I am out.